Since Europe has given a very bad answer to the war in Ukraine, that unfortunately seems to be ending up in the world divided into blocks again. And this is very bad news to us. You know, we are coming from Central Europe. Central means that we are between East and West. So therefore, any scenarios which consist of a lack of cooperation between East and West is a bad news for us. We are absolutely interested in a civilized way of cooperation between East and West. That is what brings us security, and that is what brings us the possibility of a sustainable development. And that brings us peace as well. So we are really interested in connectivity instead of fragmentation, instead of dividing the world into blocks. So therefore, the Belt and Road Initiative plays a huge role in our foreign policy strategy. We consider it as a very significant initiative because it creates a bridge between East and West that offers the opportunity of a sustainable, successful, pragmatic, practical, mutually beneficial cooperation. The European Union should have isolated this war in Ukraine, but instead of that, European Union has globalized the war. And one of the global impacts of the war is that the world seems to be divided into blocks again. And this is bad because if there's no communication between countries, in case there's no cooperation among the countries, then you basically give up the hope for peace. And we as a country in the neighborhood, we simply don't want that.
For the Belt and Road Initiative, we've heard from Italy recently indicating that they intend to exit from it and they want to deal with China directly. In your opinion, is there a future for the BRI?
Oh, absolutely. I'm pretty convinced that BRI is not only going to survive, but is going to be more and more successful. Why? Because all the participants, including the European countries, are taking a lot of benefit out of it. And now Europe is in a bad shape, economically and security-wise as well. So we need partners of cooperation who are successful, who are giving us impetus, who are giving us the chance to grow even more rapidly. So therefore RBI is going to be successful as well in the future. And you know, being part of RBI does not exclude to deal with China on a bilateral basis. We are doing the same. We are having very active bilateral relationship, but in the meantime, we are very active in RBI as well. China became the #1 investor this year, following 2020. And Hungary, we have been building the railway line, rebuilding the railway line between Belgrade and Budapest in the framework of RBI. So we are very satisfied with the cooperation, and we are satisfied with the bilateral contacts as well.